What if every click you made contributed to a crime? The more people who visit the website, the more they become complicit in a murder. Let's unfold the movie. In the start, a man is shown with a cat trapped in a cage. He places a bowl of milk in front of the cage, but a sticky black sheet is placed right before the bowl. The man opens the cage, and the cat, drawn to the milk, steps onto the sticky sheet. The cat's paws get stuck in the trap, just like a mouse would. The man then turns a powerful halogen light directly onto the cat, causing it to get very hot. This entire event is being shown live on a website called Kill With Me. Meanwhile, we meet Jennifer Marsh, a woman who works in the cybercrime division of the FBI. She is excellent at her job and has just finished a case where a father and son were scamming people online. After solving the case, her attention is drawn to the Kill With Me website, where the cat is still being subjected to the intense heat from the halogen light. Jennifer doesn't take the website seriously at first. She goes home, and we learn she is a widow and a single mother to a young daughter. Later that night, Jennifer checks the website again and sees that the cat has died from the heat. The next day at the office, Jennifer tries to find out who is running the website. However, she can't track the person down because the website's IP address is constantly changing. The IP address, which normally reveals a server's location, jumps from one country to another. Sometimes it's in India, then Canada, then Australia, and even the United States. This constant changing makes it impossible to pinpoint the source. They also try to block the website, but it always reappears. It seems to be connected to a Russian server, which they have no way of accessing. In the same city, an unknown young man approaches another man who is looking for extra hockey tickets. Before the man can react, the boy kidnaps him. Now, the Kill With Me website isn't showing an animal, but a human. The man who was just kidnapped is now on the live stream, his hands and feet tied. He has a wound on his chest that is bleeding. The live stream has been running for a week. Jennifer and her team realize the man is being given a drug called coagulant, which thins the blood. Although it is used to treat certain illnesses, in large amounts it can cause a person to bleed to death. The more people who visit the website, the more coagulant is injected into the man's body. As the number of viewers grows, the drug continuously enters his body. After a few hours, the man, who was a pilot, dies. After the pilot's death, the man behind the website posts a message: "Thanks a lot for your support. There is still more." Jennifer, determined to stop him, declares that she will not let this happen again. Later, the pilot's body is found in the trunk of a politician's car. The story then shifts to a man named William, a former TV reporter who is now a host. He goes to a young man's house to buy some antique items he saw advertised online. When William goes to the basement to look at the items, the boy gives him an electric shock from behind, causing him to fall unconscious. William is now the boy's captive. The boy brings in a large cement block and places it where William is tied up so that he cannot move. At this point, we are reminded that it is Jennifer's daughter's birthday. Jennifer and her team get a new lead. Another victim is being tortured on the Kill With Me website. They leave her daughter's birthday party and rush to the office. They see a man named William, a former news reporter, whose hands and feet are encased in dry cement. This prevents him from moving. Around him, many halogen lights are burning, similar to the one used on the cat at the beginning of the story, but this time there are many more. As more people visit the website, the lights get brighter. The FBI's senior officer, Richard Brooks, wants to hold a press conference immediately. He feels they must show the world they are doing something about the case. However, Jennifer advises against it. She explains that this is exactly what the killer wants. He wants them to draw attention to his site, which will bring more traffic and cause William to die faster. Richard feels he has no choice and holds the press conference anyway. He begs everyone not to visit the website, warning that more visitors will lead to William's quicker death. As he speaks, William starts to burn from the heat. The website is set up so that new halogen bulbs turn on as more people log in. Just before he dies, William manages to get the cloth off his mouth and starts to say something. A member of Jennifer's team, who can read lips, understands that William is giving them an address, 8808 Newberry. This is the same address where the killer lured him to buy antiques. The FBI team races to the house, but they find no one inside. However, they do find a laptop on a table. The same news conference with Richard is playing on the laptop screen, showing him begging people to stay away from the website. The team realizes that people often do the opposite of what they are told not to do, and because of this, William has died. Jennifer believes the killer was there and has just escaped. They learn that the house belongs to an old man who lives in South Korea and only visits occasionally, so there is no useful evidence to be found there. The FBI's biggest question is why the killer is doing this and why he's live-streaming the murders. They believe knowing his motive is key to catching him, but for now, they have no answers. They do, however, have the laptop. One of Jennifer's team members, an agent named Griffin, discovers that the laptop belonged to a boy named Kilburn, who is now dead. Kilburn used to upload disturbing videos of suicide and self-harm onto 5 different websites. The team realizes that the killer used this stolen laptop to make the first post on Kill With Me about the cat. That same evening, while Jennifer is taking a shower, she sees the Kill With Me website open by itself on her computer. This means her computer has been hacked. On the screen, she sees a live feed of her own house. The website, which was once used for live-streaming murders, is now showing her home to the world. Jennifer's daughter sees this and tries to get her mom's attention, but Jennifer doesn't yet understand what's happening. As Jennifer's daughter steps outside, Jennifer gets a call from her partner, Griffin, just as she leaves the shower. He explains the situation. Her house is now being live-streamed on the Kill With Me website, with her daughter visible on screen. Jennifer grabs her gun and rushes outside, telling a woman on the street to take her daughter to safety. She finds a car with a camera on its roof filming her house and quickly removes it. When the police arrive and open the car's trunk, they find William's body, the second victim of the killer. It's revealed that the killer had sent a game to Jennifer's daughter's computer as a birthday present. The game was actually a Trojan horse virus, which allowed the killer to steal all of Jennifer's information, including her home address. Griffin calls Jennifer again, telling her he knows why the killer is targeting her. He believes the killer is retaliating because Jennifer has become so personally involved in the case. Griffin also tells her that he's found a connection between the dead boy, Kilburn, whose laptop they found, and the killer. He says he wants to investigate further and asks to meet Jennifer at the office. Griffin then hangs up and answers another call from a girl he's been chatting with online. The girl says she likes his mail and wants to meet him. It turns out this was a trap. The killer used a voice changer to disguise his voice and lured Griffin to a meeting place. The next moment, Griffin, an FBI agent, is captured by the killer, and his live stream begins on the Kill With Me website. Jennifer and the FBI team are shocked to see their own colleague as the killer's newest victim. Griffin is placed in a large water tank, with a box of sulfuric acid positioned above it. As more people visit the website, sulfuric acid will drip into the water, turning it into a powerful acid that will dissolve Griffin's body. As the website traffic grows, the acid drips faster and Griffin's body begins to burn and smell. The killer leaves the room because of the smell. This gives Griffin a chance to send a message to his team using Morse code by blinking his eyes. Morse code is a language that uses short and long signals, like blinks or flashes of light, to send messages. As he continues to blink the message, he dies. When the FBI team decodes the Morse code, they are shocked to read the message, "Our suicide." Jennifer suspects there's a hidden meaning behind this message. She looks at a DVD Griffin had made from video footage he found on Kilburn's laptop. The DVD contains clips of suicidal events, which Kilburn used to post on 5 different websites. Among the videos, there's one clip with the title, "Greatest Hit." At this point, Jennifer is with her colleague Eric, who also works with her. After Griffin's last message, Eric reveals that he went to a bridge where the first cat, which was killed on the website, was stolen from a house underneath it. Jennifer suddenly understands the entire case and calls a meeting with her FBI team. Jennifer explains that 16 months ago, a professor named James Riley, who was struggling with his wife's death, committed suicide by shooting himself on that very bridge. A pilot for News Channel 12, named Miller, happened to be flying by and filmed the suicide. Miller was an alternate pilot for the day and the same person who was later killed first on the website. When the news of the suicide was broadcast on TV, Riley's family objected. Most news channels apologized, but News Channel 12 did not because the story boosted their ratings. They even sent a reporter named William to interview people near the bridge about the suicide. Channel 12 broadcast the entire segment, including the original footage of the suicide. This is the same William who was the second person killed on the website. A boy named Kilburn recorded the TV broadcast and posted the suicide video on 5 different websites where he regularly uploaded disturbing clips. The video went viral, with over 5 million people commenting and making fun of the suicide. Jennifer explains that the killer is Riley's son, Owen. Owen is a genius in electronics, mechanics, and computers, but he was emotionally unstable after his father's suicide and had to be admitted to a psychiatric hospital. He died 6 months ago, or so they thought. The team realizes that Owen has been methodically killing everyone involved in his father's humiliation. First, he killed Miller, the pilot who filmed his father's suicide. Next, he killed William, the reporter who covered the story. Then he killed Griffin, an FBI agent, because he suspected that Griffin was getting too close to finding out the killer's true identity. Finally, before all these murders, he had killed Kilburn, the boy who originally posted the suicide video online, and used his laptop to upload the first video of the cat. Jennifer points out that the Kill With Me website's logo is actually an X-ray of Owen's father, and the numbers on it are the date of his death. After discovering Owen's motive, the FBI team goes to his father's old house where he lives alone. They find Griffin's body there, but Owen has already escaped. Following this, Owen's picture is shown on every news channel in an attempt to catch him, but he remains at large. At night, as Jennifer drives home in the rain, she loses control of her car. Her radio and headlights shut off, and she can't steer. Owen has hacked into her computerized car and stops it on the bridge. His voice comes through the radio, and he tells her to look ahead. He reminds her that his father, James Riley, committed suicide from this very bridge. He points out that some websites showed his father's fall in slow motion for entertainment, with comments like, "Wow." He asks Jennifer why she and the FBI, working in cybercrime, didn't stop this from happening. Jennifer apologizes, but he doesn't respond. Jennifer breaks her car window to get out, but her cell phone is also hacked and won't work. As she tries to escape, her car's headlights suddenly turn back on, and she sees Owen sitting in the back seat. He gives her an electric shock, knocking her unconscious. When she wakes up, her legs are tied with a wire, and she is hanging upside down. Below her, a machine with a sharp blade is running. The Kill With Me website is live again. As more viewers watch, the wire will slowly lower her into the blade, killing her. Jennifer's entire FBI team is watching the live stream, but they don't know how to help her. Her close friend and colleague, Eric, realizes that the basement where Jennifer is being held is actually his own. He tries to rush there to save her, but the drive is too long, and Jennifer will likely die before he arrives because of the huge number of viewers on the website. Thinking quickly, Jennifer begins to swing back and forth. She manages to grab onto a pole. When Owen comes over to stop her, she pulls off a gas pipe near her. The gas sprays onto Owen's face and eyes, causing him severe pain. While he's distracted, Jennifer loosens the wire, frees her legs, and drops to the ground. She then confronts Owen and fights him. As he pulls a gun to shoot her, she takes it from him. Owen, seemingly giving up, starts walking toward her. But then Jennifer removes all 6 bullets from the gun. The movie ends as she shows her FBI badge to the live camera, letting the entire world know that the FBI has killed the perpetrator. And with this, the movie ends here.